Well, hello there. Welcome to another All Memphis lesson. Today we're going to learn about when the letter Y sounds like I. Are you ready? Awesome. The first thing I need you to do is grab a piece of paper, a pen or pencil, and something you could write on. Go ahead and grab that stuff now. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get started. Today's oral expression prompt is, I want to learn about blank. So everybody take a moment to think, what's something you want to learn about? Personally, I want to learn about psychology, which is the study of the brain. What's something that you want to learn about? Make sure to answer in a complete sentence. Awesome. You might have said, I want to learn about gardening, or I want to learn about animals, or dinosaurs, or space. There's all kinds of things to learn about, and it's important to stay curious. Awesome job. Great. We're going to jump right into our card deck. Remember, we touch our throat when we say our sound, and we're remembering a lot of rules. Awesome. Suffix ing, what does it mean? Very good. Happening right now. Awesome. Ink. What's the sound? Very good. Ink. What's the sound? Great. Onk. What's the sound? Very good. Unk. What's the sound? Very good. Ang. What's the sound? That's right. Ang. Ing. What's the sound? Ing. Very good. Ong. Your turn. Very good. Ung, your turn. Awesome. Suffix S means what? Very good. More than one. So if we have one dog, it's a dog. But if we have more than one dog, we have dogs with an S. Way to go. Your turn. Very good. At the end of a short one-syllable word after a short vowel. Awesome. J. What's the sound? That's right. At the end of a short one-syllable word after a short vowel. Ch. What's the sound? Very good. Ch. At the end of a short one-syllable word after a short vowel. Suffix ed means what? Very good. Happened in the past. Awesome. This can make three sounds. The first sound is t. What's the first sound? That's right. If the base word ends in an unvoiced letter. The second sound is d. What's the second sound? That's right, d. If the base word ends in a voiced letter. And the third sound is id. What's the third sound? That's right, id. After a base word ending in D or T. Excellent work. A. What's the sound? That's right. A, because the E at the end makes the vowel say its name. I, what's the sound? That's right, I, because the E at the end makes the vowel say its name. U, what's the sound? That's right, U, because the E at the end makes the vowel say its name. But we know the letter U is rude, so it actually has two sounds. The second sound is oo. What's the second sound? That's right, oo. O, what's the sound? That's right, O, because the E at the end makes the vowel say its name. E, what's the sound? That's right, E, because the E at the end makes the vowel say its name. Suffix ER means what? Very good. More, greater, one who, or that which. Faster is more fast. A thinker is one who thinks. A boiler is that which boils. And if somebody is taller than you, they're more tall, so it's a comparison. Way to go. Suffix est, what does this one mean? That's right, greatest or most. If you're the tallest, you're the most tall in all the land. Awesome. All, what's the sound? That's right, all at the end of short words. Oi, what's the sound? That's right, oi in the beginning or middle of words. Very good. Oi, what's the sound? That's right. Oi at the end of words. Where do we find it? Very good. R, what's the sound? That's right. R. Second sound is What's the second sound? That's right. At the end of longer words after L, like the word dollar. E, what's the sound? That's right. E in the middle of words. Or, what's the sound? That's right. Or. A second sound is What's the sound? That's right. At the end of longer words after S or T, like professor or doctor. They say the sound. Way to go. A, what's the sound? That's right. A in the middle of words. A, what's the sound? That's right. A at the end of words. What's the sound? Very good, This is the most common spelling for the sound I, what's the sound? That's right, I, usually followed by a T. What's it followed by? That's right, a T. O, what's the sound? That's right, O in the middle of words. Awesome job on card deck. Great. Now we're going to read our sight words. You've already learned these words, so I'm going to box them and you'll read them. All right, you should have read green, cold, call. Your turn. Very good. Green, cold, call. One more time. Awesome. Are you ready to learn a new sight word? Great. Me too. Say new sight word. Awesome. This is the word which. What's the word? That's right. Which. Which is spelled W-H-I-C-H. How is it spelled? That's right. W-H-I-C-H. Let's go ahead and trace this word in the air 3 times to lock it in our brains. Awesome. Awesome. W-H-I-C-H. Let's go again. W-H-I-C-H. One more time. W-H-I-C-H. Who can tell me for bonus points what this word both starts and ends with? That's right, a digraph. WH is a digraph, and so is CH. Now close your eyes. What's the word? That's right, which. And how is it spelled? That's right, W-H-I-C-H. Very good. Great. Now it's time for our review words to read. The first thing we're going to do is write down all of these words on your paper. Go ahead and write down this word. Go ahead and read this word. Awesome. Write this word. Great. Go ahead and write this word. And this word. Awesome. And this word. Give you a few more seconds to get all these words written down. Great. Now we're going to annotate these words. So the first thing we're going to do is underline our vowels. Awesome. I see a vowel here And I see two vowels here, but I know that this is an I consonant E, so I'm going to underline all of those letters. Great. See a vowel here and a vowel here. So I know that these words are what? That's right, two-syllable words. I see a vowel here. Great. See a vowel here and a vowel here. Awesome. I see a vowel here. Ooh, and I see another A consonant E right here. Awesome. And then I have a vowel here and a vowel here. Make sure you have all those vowels listed. Now, do we see any trigraphs or digraphs? Ooh, somebody's paying close attention. We do have a trigraph. We know that DGE is a trigraph. We just reviewed that in our card deck. Way to go. Any other digraphs or trigraphs? Awesome. I also don't see any blends. So now we're going to start labeling our vowels and figuring out our vowel patterns. Are you ready? Awesome. Me too. All right. So I see a vowel here and a vowel here, and I see two consonants between them. So where do we split a VCCV word? That's right, between the consonants. All right, I see a vowel here and a vowel here, two consonants between them. So where do we split them? That's right, between the consonants. Now you go ahead and take a moment to do all of these words in the bottom row, and then we'll check your work. Get started. Are you ready to check your work? Great. I see a vowel here and a vowel here and two consonants in between. And I know everybody tuning in knows that we are going to split our syllables between the two consonants. Vowel here, vowel here. Oh my goodness, but split between the consonants. Great. And then I see we have a vowel here, two consonants. So again, we're going to split between those consonants. Great. Are you ready to read these words? Awesome. I'm going to do the swoop and you read the syllable while I swoop, and then I'll check the word at the end. Sound good? Awesome. What's the word? That's right. Vampire, vampire. Let's try the next one. What's the word? That's right. Goblin, goblin. All right, read this word. Great. Budge. Awesome job. Go ahead and read this word. Campus, campus. Awesome job. Go ahead and read this word. Very good. Cascade, cascade. Now the last word. Great. You should have read napkin, napkin. Now I see two reptile words and three rabbit words. Who can help me find the two reptile words? The two reptile words are vampire and cascade. How did we know that those were reptile words? Very good. They start with a closed syllable, and the second syllable has a vowel consonant E, so we know that those are reptile words. Now, help me find the rabbit words. That's right. Goblin is a rabbit word. Campus is a rabbit word. And napkin is also a rabbit word. Awesome job. That's because those are two closed syllables right next to each other, and it's our VCCV pattern. Great. In the first row, who can tell me what word rhymes with fudge? That's right, budge rhymes with fudge. Awesome job. Great work on those extensions and reading those challenging two-syllable words. Now I'm going to give you a sound and I want you to write it on your paper. Sound good? Wonderful. The first sound I want you to write is ah, as in apple. What's the sound? That's right, ah. Go ahead and write it on your paper now. All right, the next letter I want you to write is the letters that make the sound A, as in cake. What sound? That's right, as in cake. Don't get tricked. Awesome. The next sound I want you to write is I, as in igloo. Go ahead and write it on your paper. All right, and the final sound I want you to write today is w, as in wagon. What's the sound? That's right, w. Great work. Awesome. So for the first sound, you should have written A, apple, ah. Wonderful work. For the second sound, you should have written A, consonant E, as in cake. A. Very good. The next sound you should have written is I, igloo, I. And the last thing you should have written is W, wagon, W. Awesome job. Make sure your paper looks like mine. Great. Now we're going to spell some words. What are we going to do? That's right. Spell some words. The first word I want you to spell is the word plane. What's the word? That's right. Plane. Let's finger spell it together. P-L-A-N. Go ahead and write that on your paper. Great. The next word I want you to write is the word when. What's the word? That's right. When. Let's finger spell it together. W-E-N. Go ahead and write it down. If you're ready for the third word, say, oh yeah. Oh yeah, cool. The third word is skate. What's the word? That's right, skate. Let's finger spell it together. S-K-A-T. Go ahead and write it on your paper. Awesome. The next word we're going to write is a two-syllable word. The word is campus. What's the word? That's right, campus. The first syllable in the word campus is cam. What's the first syllable? That's right, cam. Let's finger spell it together. K-E-M. Go ahead and write it down. All right, great. The second syllable in the word campus is puss. What's the syllable? That's right, puss. Let's go ahead and fingerspell it together. S. Go ahead and write it down. Awesome. And the last word we're going to write today is the word reptile. What's the word? That's right, reptile. The first syllable in the word reptile is what? Very good, rep. Let's fingerspell it together. P. Go ahead and write it down. Awesome. And what's our second syllable in the word reptile? That's right, tile. Let's fingerspell it together. T-I-L. Awesome. Go ahead and write it down. Are you ready to check your work? Great, me too. The first word you should have written is P-L-A-N, and we needed that E at the end to make that A say its own name. We needed that E at the end to make the A say its own name. Very good. The next word we want to write is the word when. W-E-N. Awesome. The next word you should have written is the word skate. S-K-A-T. Again, we needed that E at the end to make sure that A says its own name. Awesome. The next word you should have written was the word campus. Campus. Very good. And the final word you should have written was tile. And why did we need that E at the end? Very good, because the I has to say its own name. Great. All right, now we're going to learn something new. Are you ready? Great. Sometimes the letter Y says I at the end of short one-syllable words. So the letter Y can say I at the end of short one-syllable words. So now, just like always, we're going to go ahead and write down the letter Y on our paper while repeating the keyword, the sound, and the rule. So watch, I'll start. Y, sky, I, at the end of short one-syllable words. Great. Now you write it on your paper. Y, sky, I, at the end of short one-syllable words. Great. One more time. This time I want you to say the rule, the sound, and the keyword. Are you ready? Great. You should have said Y, sky, I at the end of short one-syllable words. So when does Y say I? That's right, at the end of short one-syllable words. Way to go. Now let's practice reading some words that follow this rule. The first thing we're going to do is have you write down all these words on your paper. Luckily, they're one syllable, so they're what? Short. Very good. Go ahead and write down this word. Go ahead and write down this word. Great, write down this word. Awesome, go ahead and write down this word. Great, go ahead and write down this word. Awesome, write down this word. Awesome, write down this word. And finally, write down this word. All right, awesome job. Now, we're going to underline the letter Y in all of these words. So go ahead and you, just on your paper, underline the letter Y in all of these words. In these words, the letter Y is acting like a vowel. You know how when we learn about our vowels, we say A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y? That's because Y in these words is acting like a vowel. Awesome job. Now, I want you to go ahead and read the words in the top row. Go! Great, you should have read my, try, sky. Awesome. Go ahead and read the second row. Great, you should have read shy, spy, why, and read those last two at the bottom. Great, you should have read sly, fry. Way to go, great job reading. Now, we're gonna spell some words. The first word I want you to spell is the word dry. What's the word? That's right, dry. Let's finger spell it together. D-R-I. Go ahead and write it down. Are you ready for your next word? Awesome. The word is cry. What's the word? That's right, cry. Let's finger spell it together. K-R-I. Go ahead and write it down. Awesome. And the last word we're going to write is the word spry. What's the word? That's right, spry. Let's finger spell it together. S-P-R-I. Go ahead and write it down. Are you ready to check your work? Great, me too. D-R-I. K-R-I. And finally, S-P-R-I, spry. Awesome. So, why did we use Y in all of these words? That's right, because Y says I at the end of short one-syllable words. And are all of these words short? Yeah, because they're all one syllable. Awesome. This is the word some. What's the word? That's right, some. Some is unfair because the E should make the O say its own name, but the word isn't some, it's some. So we're going to memorize how to spell it. Let's go ahead and write it 3 times on our paper, saying the letter names out loud. Are you ready? Awesome. S-O-M-E, some. Great, let's do it again. S-O-M-E, some. Great, one more time. S-O-M-E, some. Awesome. What's the word? That's right, some. And close your eyes. How do we spell it? Very good. S-O-M-E, some. Awesome. Now we're going to learn a new learned word. Remember, learned words are like sight words, but Mr. Schneider wants you to be able to spell them. This is the word pretty. What's the word? That's right, pretty. Pretty is unfair because it doesn't follow our normal rules. So we're going to memorize how to spell it. Pretty is spelled P-R-E-T-T-Y, pretty. How is it spelled? P-R-E-T-T-Y, pretty. Very good. I want you to go ahead and write this down on your paper 3 times while saying the letter names out loud. P-R-E-T-T-Y, pretty. Let's do it again. P-R-E-T-T-Y, pretty. One more time. P-R-E-T-T-Y, pretty. Awesome job. Cover up those eyes. What's the word? That's right, pretty. And how do we spell it? Very good. P-R-E-T-T-Y, pretty. Awesome job. Now, I'm going to give you some dictation sentences. So this is where Mr. Schneider says a sentence and you write it down. Don't forget, you can check for help above you on your paper in terms of spelling. And we also want to remember that every sentence starts with what? That's right, a capital letter. And what does it end with? Very good, a period or punctuation mark. The first sentence we're going to write is, my mom will try to dry the hat. What's the sentence? Very good. My mom will try to dry the hat. The first phrase I want you to write is, my mom will try. What's the phrase? That's right. My mom will try. Go ahead and write that on your paper now. Great. The second phrase is, to dry the hat. What's the second phrase? That's right. To dry the hat. Go ahead and write it on your paper. Are you ready for sentence number 2? Awesome, let's do it. Sentence number 2 is, when will a plane fly in the pretty sky? When will the plane fly in the pretty sky? So, the first phrase is, when will a plane fly? What's the first phrase? That's right. When will a plane fly? Go ahead and write it down now. Awesome. Our second part of the phrase is, in the pretty sky. What's the second part of the phrase? Very good. In the pretty sky. Go ahead and write that down. Great. Are you ready to check your work? Let's do it. Sentence 1 is, my mom will try to dry the hat. Awesome job. Great. Now let's take a look at sentence number 2. When will a plane fly in the pretty sky? What kind of punctuation mark do I need at the end of this sentence? That's right, a question mark. Why is that? Because this is asking, when will a plane fly in the pretty sky? It's a question, so it needs what? A question mark. Awesome job. Now, as Ms. Hawkins says, we're going to make it spicy, and I'm going to ask some questions. In sentence 1, read the word that rhymes, read the words that rhyme with pry. What words rhyme with pry? Great. Try and dry rhyme with pry. In sentence 2, read me this word. What's the word? That's right, plain. Awesome job. In sentence 1, read the noun. What's a noun? Very good. A person, place, or thing. So I know that a mom is a person and a hat is a thing. So we should have underlined or circled those 2 words. And finally, in sentence 2, sharks are to the ocean as clouds are to the, very good, sky. Awesome job writing these sentences. All right, now it's time for our oral reading. Let's go ahead and find any of our Y says I in sentence 1. I see one here, and then, I see one of our learned words also made it into this sentence. Go ahead and read sentence 1 now. Great. You should have read, I went in the grass to spy on some animals. Very good. Let's go ahead and look at sentence 2. I see we have our Y says I there. Awesome. Go ahead and read sentence 2. Great, you should have read, a shy toad hopped on the ground during lunch. Wonderful. Let's take a look at sentence 3. I see our Y says I here. Go ahead and read it. Awesome. You should have read, watch the sly dog run to the trees and bark. Great. Sentence 4. I see we have our Y says I right here. Go ahead and read it. Great. You should have read, the sun in the sky was very hot on my back. Wonderful. Awesome. Let's take a look at sentence 5. I see we have our Y says I right here, and I see that this was one of our sight words at the beginning of the lesson. Go ahead and read sentence 5 now. Awesome. You should have read, which time did I jump in the pond and wait to dry? Awesome job. Who can remind me, when does Y say I? Very good. At the end of short 1-syllable words. Awesome job today. See you next time.